Let's make an udon stir fry using steak. Take 2 tablespoons of butter and 2.5 tablespoons of olive oil. Once melted, give a nice stir. On medium heat only. Get yourself a steak. Make sure that it's partially defrosted so that you can have much easier time cutting into nice thin strips. There's so many ways to make an udon stir fry. You can use chicken, pork, shrimp. If you want to use fish, you can use fish. I like beef. And not that fake crap the government's trying to sell you. I mean real frickin' beef. Like so. You can cut them like thinner, but this is as thick as I want. It's just depending on your own preference. And I made little chunks for the kids because why not? They like doing that. Now we're gonna put our beef in as nice as possible. So you're gonna break them up as much as you can. Make sure that none of them are sticking to each other, like so. And you're going to have them come out like that on both sides. So once they're like that, they'll be on a medium, which is what you want before you add in your vegetables. Alright? The thinnest one of them all. Look at that. If I could show you. The rest are thick. But this is kind of ideally what you want is a nice thin strip. Not a thick strip. But as thin as you possibly can. Like I said, in order to cut it like this, it has to be partially defrosted. So, now, usually I have a certain brand of udon noodle that I buy. And I couldn't find it in this city that I'm in. So I'm using President Choice. It was on sale. So, yay. And this one doesn't expire until September. I can't speak. Yeah, you can throw it in the garbage. It's September 2nd at 2025. Look at my little girl. Oh, Mama's little helper. Good girl! Now this is what your beef is going to look like. We're going to start to take some of the juices and put it aside. Like so. And at the same time, we're going to put our boiling water on at 5. It should be on 5. On 5. And then we're going to throw our udon noodles in there until it boils. And we only let it boil for 3 minutes before adding it to what's going to be in the pan. Add half a small onion or a medium onion. Make sure to break up the chunks. Because as you see, there is those layers. Now you're going to get your hoisin sauce and your teriyaki sauce. So with the hoisin, if it'll come out, perfect. About that much, so about 2 tablespoons. And with the teriyaki, say about that much, so about up to there, which we have a little bit left. There we go. If you want to add garlic, I'd say about a clove of finely diced garlic. Now you can use water chestnuts in this, which are great. My kids are playing kitchen in my living room. And you can also use like fresh broccoli, cauliflower if you want to, carrots and turnips. I like turnips sometimes. I'm not a fan like my mom is, but like, yeah. And you can also use fresh mushrooms. And I either go with white buttons or portobellos. You can use shiitake if you want to. Not a problem. But today we're using Green Giant Stir Fry Melody. It was on sale. And they didn't have the proper frickin' veg that I needed. So I'm using frozen. And that's okay. Now, being pregnant, you gotta have your vegetables. I mean, like, vegetables are the main necessity to having a healthy body. And you might as well have a healthy baby too, right? So dump in our vitamins. Got them bell peppers and everything we need. Give a good mix. Oh yeah. Now, because it is frozen vegetables, you just put a lid on it, let it do its thing, because all that frozen water that was collected is going to help defrost everything. So you don't have to add water or oil, because the oil that's left in here, you know, after getting all this yummy stuff, is going to be helping cook all this. Now that our water's boiling, cut off the tops and add in your udon. Now you don't have to add all 4 packs. You could use 3. I'm using 3. But you just want to boil them a little bit and just slowly break them up, you know? Okay, so now what we do is we take the lid off and we mix all of our vegetables around. And by the way, before I added my udon, I put a 1.5 tablespoons of white granulated sugar. Now add about 10 ounces of water, which is 1.25 cups. Give a good mix. Now let's add in our beef. Oh yeah. Mix that around. Now salt and pepper to taste. Alright. I do like 3 or 4 pinches. Now give a good mix. Oh yes. Get 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now this is important because you're going to slowly add your water. Mix it until you get like a slight liquidy paste, almost like you're making a roux for your gravy. Okay, so I added 1 more tablespoon of cornstarch because of how much liquid, and now we're just mixing it. This is what you want, okay? Now that our noodles look like this, okay, we're going to take them and transfer. Now give a good mix, and you're just going to curl in and push over. Curl in, push over. You're going to get this nice brown coloring. You see that? Nice brown coloring. That's what you want. If you want some tang, that nice sweet tang you get at Chinese restaurants for your sauce, add ketchup. 2 tablespoons. Or, not so sweet, not so tangy, 1.5 tablespoons. We're going to use 2. Okay, so now you're going to pour some of it. Leave some, because that's where your cornstarch comes in. Now that your stuff's simmering, add your cornstarch and give her a good mix. Like so. Then quickly add it to your sauce. Like so. And give her a good mix around. Now if your sauce is still a little too silky like this, like it's runny, repeat your cornstarch mixture. Alright, now that it's going and thickening up from our mixture, as you can see, it's nice. This is what you want. Okay? Make sure everything, all sides, excuse me, how rude. No escapees. Okay?